Cool.
Hello again, thank you for joining us on the new race stream here for HTR Tier 1 Round 1. And I'm hoping we've resolved the technical gremlins and we'll have my co-commentator Deza with me.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hopefully you've received Derek's hello.
Yes, I think we're rock
You're
and
stuck
rolling.
with me.
I think we're good.
We are. We're in. Are we well? I thought we were.
I thought I am.
We're almost ready to go.
Yep.
I mean, we missed your rundown of the teams. I don't know if you want to quickly run through.
Yeah. So whilst they're on their
lineups once
formation
again.
lap, let's quickly run through who's in which team. I know you're probably seeing that on screen anyway, but for the season, Positive and Tundra are in the Mercedes. Matthew and Alex F1, they're in the Ferraris. They're the two champions from both tiers, but they're together in Tier 1. And two newbies, Will and a guy called Rio, they're in the Red Bulls. Fallow and Hurricane are in the Aston Martins. Smiggy and Creations in the McLaren. Triet, 8 Data in the Alpine. Reef and Cowell and Franek are in the Alpha Tauris. In the Alfa Romeos, it's Harvey and Andrea. Haas have Armour King and Technoblade, or as he's known as, is FaZe Lysick. And Williams is Basketball Dan and Tom, but there are 4 reserves in for today. They are Hugo, Kingly Garlic, Kevin Iolator and Frand.
Here we go then. I mean, we've had a really good quali session. Now is your 30-second warning. Grab those refreshments on this hot evening. Get comfortable, get ready, because we're going to have 36 laps. And it's going to go by in a flash. Around here, the field is well bunched. Matthew leads them round.
Yeah.
And interestingly, you have Pepski joining on the back.
Well, yeah.
In his Alpha Tauri.
It appears Franz is not in the action lobby. He obviously didn't make it, even though he marked his attendance. So the one free spot has gone to Pepski. Now this is interesting. I'm going to say, Sam. So this part of the game is new on the new F122 game, where cars come in and actually pick their grid spot, if you like, where their slot is. So it's all about trying to find the extra millimeters, if you like, and getting a perfect position for a perfect launch.
So Andrea looks like he's done it nicely. FaZe Lysick has been disqualified.
Yeah, he probably went over the line.
Interestingly then, it's just Smiggy starting on the soft tyre. Most of the field on mediums, with 8 Data, Kingly Garlic, Triet and Matthew from pole on the hard tyre. So is he going to be vulnerable off the line into turn 1?
Yeah, you'd think Andrea's going to be aggressive here.
Certainly, never get anything less. The Italian stallion. Waiting, there's the predicted strategy then. He's very unlikely to go with that 2-stop. Interesting. We know Smiggy is good with his tyre management. He might have to be very good to make this 1-stop work. Being kept waiting, we're being kept waiting before we can get the season underway.
Apparently I need to leave, so be right back.
Off comms duty for a moment.
Oh yes, that doesn't look like it's done anything.
It's not done a great deal. Oh, here we go now then, potentially. Waiting for those lights, and there they go. A bit laggy, but they are going. A long wait, and now the season gets going. Looks to be a good launch from Matthew. It's a great start from one of the Alpines near the back. The Basketball Dam, and Matthew defends it into turn 1. And Thallow up the inside, and now to the outside. Andrea though, great drive and through and into the lead. Thallow chasing them down. Corner with the best view in the house. Matthew going to the outside of Andrea. Thallow tucking in behind, but Andrea defends it well. Matthew keep going, there's an incident at the back. Kev looks to be tangled in it. Tom's got a penalty already. Is there a safety car? I think it's a safety car already. There's yellow flags everywhere.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I'm only watching
what sort of safety car it is.
I'm only watching what's happening on the screen, but...
Oh, it's a VSC. But Andrea's got the jump then. That medium tyre giving him the grip. And it worked brilliantly. There's a position changing offline. The VSC ends. And Andrea got a decent launch. Trit is close to positive. He was very close to the Red Bull of Will. Wonderful start. Basketball down. I said he had a great start. He's actually in the Williams, sorry, not the Alpine. Came from the back. He's up 8. Kieran's up 6 on that soft tyre. And thanks to the collision, Harvey Booth and Alex F1 are in the pits. And that's going to hamper their race. But a long train then. No DRS until the end of this lap. Oh, and a send down the inside from Positive. Will seen it coming, had to get out of the way, and it was a good job he did. But Positive is through. And FaZe Lizek has gone. And it's on the exit of 3 again. Again, he's like a long way down, like Basketball Down was in quali.
Sam, you might have to invite me to the game, because I'm struggling to get back in. These technical gremlins.
As Andrea's pulling out a very nice lead at the moment. Almost a second. He wants to break that DRS from Matt, and he's done just that as it stands. Matt will be coming back at the end of the race. Trick very close. Oh, and who's that round? It's Hugo. Just got the power down too early on the exit of 1. On the outside, I think. That was that avenue closed.
I'm back.
Back in. Will then chasing back Positive. Mercedes dived up the inside of the Red Bull. Lovely move into 3. Timed the brakes perfectly. Good awareness from Will to see it coming. Without DRS. Oh, and a wobble from Positive. Will closes right up on the back of him.
Special mention to Basketball Down and Smiggy. Back from the back row, they're up 8 places each. They're into 10th and 11th. Really starting to try and make their moves forward.
Just 2 pit stops then. Harvey Booth, F1 at the moment. Now Will have DRS and Positive won't have it to defend. Will go slightly wide through 1. It's just allowed the Mercedes to nip away up the road. How are they all going to manage their ERS as well? That overtake button. So tempting to splurge it all in one go around here. Just a few gaps developing then in the field. The yellow flag on the exit of 1. Is that Aston Martin?
Martin.
These are very tricky. I think most people focus on the exit of 3, but 1 can be just as snaffling.
Yeah, the way this game sort of works, that sort of curve that you can kiss on the entrance of turn 1 can really spit you back out.
Andrea then has got 1.4 seconds to Matt, who's holding Thallow Creations behind him. Positive just out of DRS, so top 4 with an opportunity to get away. The Positive putting the foot down nicely. The Smiggy going on Basketball Down then into turn 1. Has the inside line. Sees the Williams to the outside. And he's through. Nice from the McLaren. Will Basketball Down be able to send anything up the inside of 3? Thought about it. And backs out. Zyma King, Kingley Garlic. We're on the outside of him. On the hard tyre. Both with DRS. Armour fighting it though with great traction off the inside. Kingley's going to test it. Nothing on. But now there is decent drive. Go through the kink 5 into 6. Has to concede, the Haas stays ahead. A wily customer is Armour King. When you think you've got him, he RKOs you out of nowhere. Oh, what a slide! Well held by Kingly Garlic.
And I'm watching the battle for second turn for, again, not a lot, probably about a second separating the three of them.
Not a lot. Matt's doing a good job, to be fair, on the hard tyre, keeping relative gap to Andrea, holding these two even with DRS behind. We know Thallow, given the right track, is absolutely rapid, so there's no mean feat.
Thallow, I think, was improving at the back end of last season, just becoming a bit more of an all-round driver, and you can see it really working for him on the new game.
So a gap then, the top 6 really are in a little world of their own, a bit like Westlife. The Ericsson Tom is then 4 seconds back from Will. Briefing cow all over the back of that Williams. Will have DRS and should probably get this done. Might be patient, leave it through 1. Cozy up. Good exit from the Williams though.
Might not be good enough with the DRS assistance.
Lovely aerial shots. Briefing cow down the outside. Tom though holding it. And now the Alpine of Treats in behind. Gal has it done for the minute. But here comes Tom. Sheer pace with the DRS. And
good racing
slams
between
the
the
door.
two.
There's a real cluster forming behind them now.
This is just helping the cars in front, obviously. The top 6 are just getting further away.
Really cutting the field in 2. Well, in 3 really. Because then you've got the stragglers off the back who've had to box early. Briefing cow running slightly wide. No penalties at minute 4 corner cutting though, which is a good sign.
Where did Tom
See
get
the
his?
track limits as well. Tom's was a 5 seconds for something off the start line.
Oh right.
Nothing, and here they come again then, the train. Briefing cow, nothing doing this time. They all stay in formation. There's Basketball down up the inside of Armour King, who's been forced wide. And Williams is through.
Tell you what, despite being in 15th and 16th, Kevin and Harvey are having a good battle too.
Points we had as a reference, the points we had all over the board, not just the top 10, so it's worth scrapping over every position here in HTR. Matt has cut the gap, 1.2 now to Andrea.
Found half a second somewhere.
That hard tyre is just starting to come in.
He's made a mistake or something, I don't know.
He's also pulled almost 8 tenths away from Thallow. It's a superb stint. He's got the quicker medium tyre to come at the end later. Slightly more spread in the midfield now. Smiggy's dropped for a second, but has DRS. Is Armour King to the outside of Basketball Dan. Basketball Dan still trying to hold the inside line.
Oh, but the Red Bull
passes round the outside.
Oh, there's someone gone. It's an Alpine 3, it's round. The exit is 3.
Kingly Garlic side by side with Basketball Dan into 4. Red Bull to the inside. Afforded lots of room by Basketball Dan. Racing. Kingly Garlic takes P11. It's like a merry-go-round in that midfield. Briefing cow still all over the back of Tom in the Williams. Just can't get through.
Really hampering his progress. I'd expect Briefing cow would have wanted to be with the quicker boys at the front, but Tom's just being a bit of a nuisance for him.
Matt now, speaking to Quicker Boys at the front, is inside a second. There then Hugo is our first 3-second penalty for exceeding track limits.
It's into the
Briefing Cow then.
pits to change his front wing.
Long way round the outside of Tom. He's got good traction, but not on exit. Has it done, but now might be able to fight it back with DRS. Into 4. Side by side, slight wheel bang with the AlphaTauri. Who's going to switch it back? That's phenomenal. Lovely move from Briefing Cow, but Tom still to the outside, side by side through kink of 5. Into 6, and Tom's back ahead.
Oh!
But Briefing Cow slices it again. This is phenomenal stuff, and where are they going to come out? Side by side still. And Tom holds it, Briefing Cow, cutting to the inside. Thinking about it. But whoa, phenomenal racing. And that's brought, well, they've actually pulled a slight bit away from Armour. Might have brought him into it.
But I think it's eaten a lot of their...
Oh, the Creations has gone!
Creations has gone.
Just on the clip of Briefing Cow round. They just got too tight that time. It was under yellow flag conditions. Creations has gone on the outside. What's happened there? It's a very strange place to lose it.
One of our old drivers, Juliet's had an infamous sort of incident here and around a similar place.
It's a full safety car.
And what are the leaders going to do here?
It might be good for Andrea.
Whack on the hards to the end, I think.
Tyre.
It can definitely do 25 laps, that hard tyre, so it's definitely a possibility.
Matt's going in as well. He's already on the hard tyre.
Yeah.
What's he going to do here?
Matt used to be a bit of a tyre merchant, so I wonder if he's going to try and test the Williams, the medium tyres.
It's really good news for Smiggy on the soft tyre. These mediums for Matt. He's going to have very good pace. Kingsley Garlic has jumped the Ferrari into P2 then because he stayed out.
Ooh.
I'm going to throw a spanner in the works for Ferrari. You have to say, Creations going is a big moment.
Well, yeah, he looked like he was in a comfortable position in that sort of top 5 that were getting away, or top 4 to 5, whatever it was. And he'll be extremely gutted that for whatever reason he's lost the car there in the exit of turn 1. And yeah, it's brought about the safety car, but there'll be no points for him this afternoon or this evening.
It's been not the greatest start to the season for McLaren. Smiggy DQ'd in quali, but has made a real good fifth up into P8 and goes with the medium tyre as well. Smiggy doesn't go with the hard, which he could have put on. References good tyre management though before the race. He's going to do the same strategy as Matthew then and try and pull these mediums to the end. Or maybe they're thinking there's going to be another safety car at some point. They wouldn't bet against it. Briefing Cow very unlucky then to be down. Well, actually, it's not ended up costing them too many places. They're only 2 places behind Tom. After just clipping the rear of the Williams into turn 1, but a phenomenal battle before that through sector 2.
Yeah, I was just thinking, where would I pull, like, where people are going to finish? Literally, there are people all over the place here, and you still wouldn't be surprised if the likes of Tom and Briefing Cow end up on the podium here. So, definitely places still for grabs all over the shop, and it'll only take another incident to really shake up the order.
I'm interested to see Kingsley Garlic. How quickly can Matt clear that Red Bull? Because it could be crucial. He cannot be taking too much life out of that medium tyre, trying to get his way past the Red Bull, but he needs to clear it.
Yeah. I mean,
But we've seen that medium tyre, how Andrea flew away at the start, and then it just seems to, well, either the medium tyre died on him, or the hard started coming into its own on that Ferrari. So we'll have to see. Safety car coming in, very late call. Has everybody got their tyres warmed up and ready to go? As Alex F1's just tagged onto back. It's great news for Kev, the Alex F1. We're back in this race now all of a sudden. Oh no, Tom's come to go with basketball Dan. Andrea bolts off the final corner. Kingley Garlick has got the Ferrari all over the back of him. Matt's going for it early. Goes to the inside. Cuts slightly, cuts it perfectly. Garlick though still hanging around. But the Ferrari's ahead.
And looking for a way past. He's another one who needs to get rid of this Red Bull.
Oh! Contact! Kingley Garlick into the back of the Ferrari. And Matt drops down to 6th, won't have any damage. But that is a massive moment in this race. And now Fallow a touch on the Red Bull. Wow. Saying Kingley Garlick might throw the cat amongst the pigeons. They certainly have. And off goes Andrea.
This is music to the ears of the Italian, it must be said.
One great Italian once said, "You're a liar, Etinci." That's positive all over the back of Fallow. Armour King, P5 now.
Yeah, from nowhere. But he just goes under the radar.
Here goes positive. Gets it done. Italo switching it back, gets the drive. And now positive is exposed to Armour King. And which way they're going to go? Fallow might be blocking the Haas. And allows positive across the curb.
Oh, but he's compromised there, lack of traction.
Must have avoided some overtake though.
Still no
Then seemed to
DRS.
find it from nowhere. Tom, close to that McLaren.
With Matthew on the back of Armour.
Yeah, he's going to be fired up. That's for sure. He's got to look after that medium tyre. How much life has that taken out of the tyre as well? A couple of percent. He couldn't really spare. And Kingley Garlick's just holding them all up at DRS.
Yeah. Can't believe he's still second in this.
No, don't need to be for much longer. Here comes Fallow and positive. Are they going to be 3 wide?
Ooh.
They are going to be 3 wide. Positive with the inside. Holding it. Fallow, Kingley Garlick trying to switch it back. Matt and Armour knocking around as well. Positive has it done. And here comes Armour King. Being seen out good on the brakes. And through.
Matthew versus Kingley Garlick, round 2 next.
Yeah, how long is that Red Bull going to be in the way? Because that Red Bull will have DRS now as well, so it won't be as exposed.
But Matthew
Out
will
of
be
turn
exposed to the McLaren of Smiggy.
Oh, Matt, big wobble and wide. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Positive on Fallow as well for P2. Andrea, look at the gap.
Never had a Tier 1 win at HTR. Could this be the day?
And there goes positive. Coasts past the Aston Martin. Oh, Kingley Garlick again. His brakes not attuned. Kept out of the back of the Haas. And here goes Matt to the inside.
Trier is round again. The exit at turn 3. Hugo is
Elbows
dead
out, Kingley got it. Oh, it's...
halfway down the straight.
No, it's not. Kingley Garlic just I thought it was a VSE or something. Because Kingley Garlic still ahead of the Ferrari. Matt to the outside. Both afforded the room and Matt's through. Good stuff. Now there's something. Is that a full safety car?
It's a safety car. Yeah, well, Hugo was stuck down the pit straight. He has had to reset to track, so I don't know how the stewards are going to look at that, but he was actually stuck on something, so I think that's what's brought out the safety car here.
Well, chance to reset again, and I wonder if anybody will switch back to the medium tyre. I'd be surprised. I think you've sort of gone with your shout now, but might be one or two, as they pass the safety car on this occasion. Fastest lap in a minute with Andrea, 107.2. 2 bonus points there. Basketball Dan and Trick go with the soft tyre.
That is brave.
Very brave. But because they're going to be back in this race as well, because they're tying onto the back. So very brave shout.
So apparently Matthew has rear wing damage, and that must have obviously come from Kinley Garlick's sort of contact with him. But yeah, according to you guys on the chat, thanks for communicating with us. Yeah, he's got rear wing damage as Hugo is retired from the session. We're down to 15.
We are. This is huge then now. I mean, it's another lifeline. Andrea will be fuming because he was banging in some decent laps. He had the big break with Kingley Garlic in the way. Now it's all been reeled back in. A piece of paddock. It's just been positive P2. I'm looking with a never thought P4 was on the cards. Not halfway through the Grand Prix anyway. Up 10. Kingley Garlic is up 11, still out on track. Not taking this opportunity to box either.
Yeah. Made a stop for new tyres, apart from the the back two.
Smiggy up 12. This will be good for Matt and Smiggy on the mediums, trying to make them go. This should give them that bit of breathing room they need. Will, not sure what's happened to Will. He's right up in that bunch at the start. Now he's ended up down in P9. Disappointing for him.
I'm surprised Kinley Garlic hasn't boxed it.
Yeah, it was a prime opportunity really. This is surely the stage where you want to start switching it. And he's elected not to. 19 lap old hard tyres now. When are they going to box? Maybe they'll hold out now for the soft tyre at the end potentially.
Definitely a possibility, but I mean, surely he'll be looking to do that in probably the next 4, 5, 6 laps. So, surely it's just worth boxing now?
I really thought so, especially as nobody else is going to have to box. Driver not to stop. Pepsi's been in that pits for a long time. It's going to be a world record length stop. I wonder if we'll get the late shout on the safety car again, because Triet is just closing on the back now.
Looking from the constructor's point of view,
it is a late call.
Not one constructor is really running away with this so far.
This is good to see.
Red Bull are the only team with 2 cars inside the top 10.
Dry up. He's going to go on the final corner again. Positive will be alive to it though. Dre's got a nice gap. Briefing towel, that's an own goal that. Matthew all over the back of Armour King. Oh, Armour King! Did he hold it? Oh, he coasted towards the wall. Just slid, there was no contact.
Yeah, I think the tyres
just slid
weren't warmed
purely on exit. I don't think there's any damage, but now he's got to hold off Harvey Booth. Harvey Booth, medium tyre, not on fire. Oh, and who's that? Kev! Oh, Kev, into the wall.
That
Not sure
exit
what's
of
happened there
3
either.
looks to be really treacherous, it must be said.
No, he just seems to be coasting in a straight line. And all of a sudden wobbled out. And gone.
But no
That's a
safety
very
car
strange
this
one.
time.
It's a very strange one. I wonder if they're similar to the ones that we've seen already. Yellow flag sector 3.
Yeah. Oh,
It's Thallow.
Hello.
What's
Another
happened
one
there?
of the front runners having issues. As
From
soon as one
P3.
Aston Martin retires, another one has an issue on the same lap.
Oh, a couple of minutes there. What it has done though, it's just slightly broken the DRS train that might have been about to form after this lap. With Matt in tyre preservation mode, he's almost 1.4 off the back of positive. This could be a big moment. What's happening back here? Smiggy up into P5. Will down to 8 as Harvey Booth gets past the Red Bull. Dingley Garlic still that cork in the bottle. Smiggy though, great drive to the inside. Has it done?
On positive,
Positive 3 seconds.
3 seconds. That could be vital in the outcome of this race. DRS enabled.
Smiggy through then. Will want to get away from Kingley Garlic, but will now have DRS to attack that McLaren. Did a great job, you have to say. All but runs wide. And there's the pen, and the pens are coming in now. As here comes Tom. To the inside. Late on the brakes. Trying to see that Red Bull out. Side by side, slight touch. And they're queuing up behind as well. Great pace, and now they close on the McLaren. Oh, Tom holds it. Harvey Booth's had a moment, and Will's going to get through there. Still Kingley Garlic and Tom side by side. The Red Bull sees it. Brilliant stuff from the Red Bull.
Armour King going backwards, he's now in P10, under threat from the 2 soft runners.
Will's trying to fight back on Harvey Booth. They're just detaching themselves from the cars in front. Oh, Will runs wide. We think Cal might like to attack. Kingley Garlic and Tom are side by side again into one. And Williams to the inside, Red Bull to the outside, wanting to switch it and does. Garlic then with DRS. Has it done? But sending back is Tom. Return to sender. And now an attack again.
I think Harvey's looking
Harvey Booth's
interested here.
lacking.
Yep.
Oh, so much pace from the Alfa Romeo. Tom through, Garlic. Oh, the comeback, Harvey Booth.
Oh no!
Oh, the contact of Will. Will gone. I'm not sure if there's anything Harvey Booth can do. I think Briefing Cow was there as well. And Will got caught in the crossfire. Oh, it's not good for Will. The newbie. Oh, great exit from Briefing Cow. He's all over the back of Garlic. Tom might have just got this done for keeps now on that Red Bull. Well, Dan racking up the penalties now. Matt's all over the back of Positive, farther up the field as well.
He's got a bit of a ding-dong in last night's pre-season race round.
Oh, and there was
Hungary.
Positive shooting to the right as well on exit. lets him go pretty much. And Trick then on the AlphaTauri.
Look how many
To the
cars are in
inside.
such a close proximity of one another.
There they come. Here comes Trick round the outside on the soft tyre. Briefing Cow defending it on the hard very well. Just seeing that Alpine out. But look at the grip. Forced wide. They keep it clean though. Still so close. The Trick gate squeezy on the corner. How much life has he taken out of those soft tyres then? Briefing Cow now closing back on Kingsley Garlick. Very close, Garlick with DRS to defend though. Tom's almost broke that 1 second. We look down the field, basketball down, diving, oh that was a rash one on Harvey Booth. Cow coming back on Garlick to the outside this time. And nothing on Kingsley Garlick. New Count Dooku, excellent defence.
Not just that, I think he's the new well, I don't want to bring up his name because we'll forget about what happened last season, but this tyre stint that he's doing on the hard is certainly impressive.
This is a mammoth stint, 25 laps completed, still not going in. I don't know what they're hoping for here. A safety car and then the soft tyre, I suppose, but everybody would surely box for it as well. Not sure what the strategy is. Briefing Cow to the inside. All contact. Pushes Garlick wide. And Cow has DRS to pull away.
I'm on board with positive. He's less than half a second behind Matthew. A similar thing happened last night in the pre-season race at Hungary. These two fighting for the win on that occasion. But again, positive was on hards, Matthew was on mediums, and it's a similar situation here.
It's still so close. All of the midfield spots and Harvey Booth! Too early on the gas and round! On the exit of 4, I don't think there was any contact in the back. It's damage to the front wing. And that's going to need that Alfa Romeo into the pits. Oh, and round again. It's all gone pear-shaped for the Alfa Romeo. There's one out of that midfield pack. Positive getting close again to Matt. And are they just reeling Andrea back? They need to be careful not to squabble too much because they're reeling him in. And I think these two are smart enough certainly to not do that.
As Harvey goes into the pits. How far are those soft runners going to take their tyres? Because surely they'll be starting to feel the effects now. Yellow flag.
Everyone's round. Again, exactly where Harvey Booth's gone.
A lot of people have spun it in very innocuous positions and places on the track.
It's just all the process of getting used to this new game as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Basketball down, running wide again. He really needs to rein that in. He's wide again. About 28 laps from Kingsley Garlick on the hard tyre. And still holding people off.
I'm sure he wanted one of those yellow flag incidents to be a full course safety car or even just a VSC, but it's not come.
Here comes Dallo, out of nowhere, around the outside of Basketball Dan. Sees him out, Armour King's run wide and tricked through there. Is the Haas vulnerable now though without DRS? Dallo switches to the inside of Basketball Dan. Hard tyre against soft tyre, Aston Martin against Williams. Oh, and who's that round?
Trigger.
And Kev's looking very weak. That's lovely from Thallow, round the outside. Kev looks to be on the King, sorry, looks to be really struggling. He's coming back at the Aston Martin. Was that me? Was that a flash of rain then?
Oh no. We're not going to have a last minute curveball, are we?
I think it might, I mean, it is dark, but I think it might have just been a slight glitch in the system. It would be brilliant if it hammered it down now. It is raining. No, that's rain.
Wow.
Is this what Briefing Cow was waiting for?
Do you mean Kingley Garlic?
That's the one.
And possibly
Oh,
the
it's Miggy!
same. Oh no!
It's Miggy in the wall! Again, on the exit 4.
Really place to go that, but obviously another danger point.
I think it might be wing damage. Possibly.
McLaren's will be gutted again. Another one of their drivers going so well until something happens to him.
And while that happens, Matt has just got the gift of the gods. Andrea, 3 seconds. He's the only one in the top 6 without penalties. He doesn't now need to pass the Alfa Romeo in order to win this Grand Prix. They've reeled Andrea back in. Matt and positive. Andrea's had really good pace with fresh tyres, and as soon as they've worn, he's completely lost it. Oh! Oh! He almost lost the car! The front end's creeping away towards the inside. It is now raining.
You'd think
These crossover conditions could be interesting.
Will it be raining enough to wet that track for them to come in and change the tyres?
It'd certainly be wet enough to make you think, at least, about where you're positioning the car. Positive then. He needs to really get past Andrea somehow in order to have a look at claiming this P2. Be interesting though how many warnings Matt's had for exceeding track limits. All over the back of the Alfa.
The fact that the top 3 are only separated by, what, 8 tenths maybe at most at times. You know, this
Fantastic.
Could be anyone's race.
Midfield battle all the way through this has been sensational. And now the eyes, the last 5 laps of family on the front. Going about their business quietly.
I alluded to it earlier, but Andrea's never won in Tier 1 in the HTR. He's a former Tier 2 champion, but he's never taken the checkered flag. So, will this be his moment? Not at the moment because of his penalty. But this
might be taking the checkered flag and quickly passing it on to Matt.
Yeah.
Thallow could be in for a really good position gain here. 7th at the moment. Now past Kingley Garlic into 6th.
In. But what's Kingley putting on?
With the penalties.
He's putting on softs.
Positive.
So you might think
Thallow
about
would
it.
jump. Thallow might be able to jump up into P4 potentially.
Yeah, I just wonder if Tom would get his 5 seconds
Oh,
back.
Harvey Booth round again. Oh, Andrea, big slide. The front end creeping away again. But held it.
Harvey doesn't have a front wing.
It's all falling apart for him, really. Harvey Booth, it's been a shame.
He's on a wheel for the first time this season, so it's interesting to see how his transition gets on. And there's a yellow flag in Sector 1 as well. There's an Alpine off, it's Trius, I believe. Keep going slowly. Yeah, no, these wet conditions are too wet for him.
Well, this is, I mean, it's definitely raining enough to wet the track now, I think, and make it slippery. How is turn 3 feeling, I wonder? Yeah, listen to Matt on the throttle. So careful. He's tough out there now.
DRS still enabled though. That's always a good indicator.
Just about reassessing your braking zones as well now. Like that little bit earlier. Keeping the pressure on Andrea. Matt's doing exactly what he has to do. Not let Andrea get away. Oh, he goes wide! Matt goes wide! Doesn't pick up a penalty though.
Two seconds down on their like quickest lap here. Yeah, you can tell they're definitely not going full throttle.
That was a big moment. Matt run wide out of 9. Maybe he just kept it wide enough to not gain an advantage. And who's gone there? Is it Basketball Dan? In between 9 and 10?
Yes, Basketball Dan. In trouble there.
Positive's going to make the move on Matt. He needs to get this done because he needs to fight Andrea. Oh, but he concedes it. Thinks better of it. Oh, Andrea wobbling, that front end sliding away from him again. Just keeps careering to the inside of the track.
Oh, Smiggy's gone. Or is he retired in the pits? I think he's retired in the pits.
That'd be an interesting call if he has. As we're on to the final lap then. Andrea has the lead, but with penalties is sitting net P2. All eyes are on Matt in the Ferrari. Can he just keep it between the boundaries of the track? If he does, he's going to claim maximum points, 45 points.
Oh! He was all over the place.
He just held it.
Oh.
Tiptoeing away behind Andrea.
I think that's a sensible option.
Andrea, front end again.
He's that. He's binned it. Final corner. Basketball Dan.
He coasts through 8. This is the last real test for him. Andrea slightly wobbly. They held it. Oh, Andrea! Oh, Matt! They've both gone!
Oh!
At the final corner! Can you believe it? It's Positive! Who from nowhere claims victory! Andrea for P2! Matt misses out for P3! Tom's going to have 4th. Fallow is past Briefing Cow. And then Tom on penalties for P4. Where is Briefing Cow? What's happened there?
7. I don't know.
Back into 7th. Armour King scrambles through for 6th. Kingly Guy marathon stint comes through. Is going to take 9th after penalties. Will comes through. No, it's 10th after penalties because Alex F1's there. Basketball Dan is going to cross the line for 11th. Well, cross the line. Tickle across the line. Trick for 12th. Harvey Booth. Absolutely in it like a cheese twist out there. Going to be for 13th. But how about it? 1 corner to go. Andrea going, did it put off Matt, I wonder? Did it confuse him? And he just followed Andrea into the double pirouette. And I bet Positive cannot believe his luck. After almost losing on the exit of 3 on the final lap. Looked like it was all done. All sewn up. And then a final corner. You couldn't write it. What a start to the season. Positive claims victory from nowhere. Andrea still can't get that maiden victory. Gets P2. And Matt is going to be the most devastated of the lot for P3. Well, how about that finish, Des?
I'm speechless, and I think I'm going to have to watch that back because I'm still unsure what exactly has happened. But if that's a sign of things to come, then I'm all for it.
You cannot ask for more than that. The rain came down with about 6 laps to go. We didn't know if it was going to be enough to affect it. Wow, how wrong were we? It massively affected it. It's fast place for Mercedes. It's a winning start to the season for Positive, who after quali didn't really look to be on the pace. But it come to race day, and he was there or thereabouts, plugging away, and gets his reward. I do feel for Andrea. Andrea drove a brilliant race.
Yeah.
Looked very quick, especially on fresh tyres. It's just all come undone. The pressure of that 3-second penalty. The quickest lap goes to Harvey Booth then. Positive Andrea, Matt on the podium. Thallow through. Was there or thereabouts until a spin. But takes P4, so a good point haul. Tom up from 10th. Armour King and Briefing Cow. Great drive from those two. 14th and 15th. Up to 6th and 7th. Will for 8th. Bit disappointing. Involved in an incident in that middle phase. And could never really recover. Alex F1 for 9th. Kingly Garlic for 10th. Basketball Dan for 11th. Triet involved in a lot of stuff in the midfield. P12, exciting race for them. Harvey Booth couldn't close it out. Struggled come the end for 13th. And Smiggy is classified as 3 laps down. Retiring on the penultimate lap.
Who are the other retirees
Kev,
for me?
Hugo, Creations, Phases Lek, 8 Data. And Pepsi never really got going. But, wow, you can't ask for much more drama in race 1. And it's a fantastic way to start the season. And if you enjoyed that, then you can join us again tomorrow because it's Tier 2.
Feeling good ahead of that one,
tomorrow.
Sam?
Well, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'd say I'm looking forward to it, but I think it's going to be as unpredictable as today was, really. So you can join Positive and Alex F1, is it, on commentary?
Yeah.
For Tier 2 tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. BST. And we've got F2 on Wednesday, same time, 7 p.m. BST. If you fancy joining us for that, you come and join. Come and get in a seat. Get the F2. A light-hearted championship. 2 races every week there in F2. So a double bang for your buck. But any final thoughts from you, Desert?
I think you've summed it up nicely. What a start to what could be an incredible season. If the drama's like that, as much as an EastEnders episode or a good old cliffhanger on your soaps, then that's exactly what we're after, and long may it continue.
Yeah, if that hasn't whetted your appetite, then I don't know what will. But you can join us again then. Tier 1, race 2 is going to be from Baku. Same time next week. You can join me for that one. Will you be with me again for that one, Des?
I am here, so yeah, I could join you in the comments box, mate.
Quite possibly. Well, you can join me certainly. 25th of July, Baku. That's going to be very interesting. Lots of action always there in Baku. So join us for that one, 7 p.m. BST next week. I hope you enjoyed the race. Stay safe out there. Keep hydrated. Go and enjoy the sun. And I'll see you same time again next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.